All right, y'all. Let's hit that record button.
Already on it.
I love my wife. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Okay.
Hello,
We live,
hello,
baby.
hello.
We live. We back.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Shit, this is way too loud.
I am loud. Put the mic next to my face so I could be like, you like that? Do you like that?
I like that. I
You
like that.
I like that.
Do you like that?
Y'all ready to start this shit off or what?
Is anybody else feeling kind of horny?
Horn.
Feeling bloated ate too quick. Oh.
Woo!
Yo, and first of all, this is a very special stream because we finally got or not stream, but podcast episode. We finally got affiliated,
nice.
you know. Shouts out to you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Nice.
Yeah, we affiliated, baby.
Let's go.
Subscribe now, if not.
Like and
fuck you.
subscribe and comment. Nah, you guys don't gotta subscribe.
Definitely
honestly.
subscribe.
We don't
Well,
even got
definitely
emotes.
follow.
Yo, we don't even
Follow.
got no fucking emotes yet, bro. Nah.
Give me those $5. I want them.
Eh,
I want them.
He
I want
wants
'em.
them. He wants
I
them.
want 'em.
I don't want them. He
First of
wants
all,
them.
you don't get $5 on Twitch. You get $250 because
Give me the
250.
$250. Give me the
Give him the
250.
250.
You would
Pay
know
the
that
guy.
you stream more.
250. Yeah, I know. You would know that if you would stream more.
Yeah,
What the
we
hell?
don't even stream.
Actually, I wasn't even gonna say anything, but I'm glad he said it because I was wondering, like,
Hey, man.
I was wondering the same thing. Come on, man.
Hey, I worked
Come
out a
on.
little deal on the side. I mean, you never know. It's, you know,
Mm.
I'm sponsored, low key, you know.
Oh.
Ooh,
Can-
I don't know what he's
I
talking
wanna-
about, but you know,
That's all I want. Give me your money.
The 250,
yeah, we, you know,
not 250, but the $2.50. You know.
I'm like Mr. Krabs, bro. I just want your money. Money, 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 money.
idiot. You guys don't gotta subscribe. We're just happy to have y'all here. But
Yeah.
you know, once again, you know, welcome to this
Let's go.
Slim Thick podcast. You got Slim right here on this side, and then you got me, Thick, you know, or Square the Bear, whatever. And then
Oh,
today we
shit.
have a very special guest. Y'all know him. I'm sure you guys have already, like, if you don't, I don't know. We've got, like, you know, our communities are close together and stuff. So if you guys don't know, if you haven't seen them in the YouTube videos we've done, my boy JTron, shouts out to him. You know, make sure to,
What's up, guys?
you know, I don't know, turn us
What's
up.
up,
You know,
guys?
we hype.
Let's go. I wish I had actually like the Super
Yeah.
Saiyan. You
Yeah.
know, I would have gone Saiyan already.
Wow, we should have got Super Saiyan together, bro.
Oh, we got to make that happen. Actually, if we all went Super Saiyan together.
That would've been hot. Or maybe we could put like
That'd
some
been
After
hot.
Effect. There you go. Oh, like nah, but
Yeah.
you know, honestly, Tron and I have been collaborating together along with my boy JTZ. We
Shout
did a
outs to
video. I think what was it? 2 videos. We did 2 videos on Was it?
Two
It was 2
videos,
videos,
yeah.
right?
Two videos.
We did 2 videos so far. How many did we put out? Just 1 or 2?
Just been one so
Yeah,
far.
we did the Conquer, the not the Conquers, Cool Gray 11s.
The Cool Gray 11.
And then we have the other 2 videos. Also, 3 videos total on YouTube that we're gonna be putting out. You know,
nice.
so yeah, we're gonna be putting out 3 videos together, or 2 more videos, and yeah, it's gonna be super sick. You know, I had to have Tron here because you know, well, one, he's a good friend, and also, I think DZ and whoever else was in that room could, you know, attest to the fact that we, you know, our conversation was really great. You know, when it came to streetwear, Tron is very, like, I'm a sneakerhead, like, through and through, right? But the thing is, I don't know a lot about history when it comes to streetwear and stuff. For me, it just, like, I like that shit. I'm a rocket, you know? My boy Tron here knows things more in depth. So, you know, we had to have him here, and, you know, I don't know. I'm really excited for this episode.
Me too.
But yeah, y'all, how's the week been? You know, how's everyone's week been so far?
Pretty good. You know, as far as the week for me, work's been going pretty smooth. I mean, it's already Wednesday. Can't believe I was pretty, you know, excited to definitely hop on today and be here. I appreciate you guys having me. I was definitely super excited. You can ask, you know, if there's anyone in here from my job that's in the chat, you know.
Yeah, tell them who the producer is. I know you're going to say the producer, but tell them who the producer is.
No, I wasn't even going to say the producer. I was going to say some people from work, but the producer is, you know, the person who's pretty much been there for me since day one, as far as like being inspired and streaming and anything actually that I set my mind into. She's not just my producer, she's my girl. And
Sorry,
she's
he's taken.
you know, uh, she got me this ring light. She got me this gaming chair. She was like, dude, like, if you're gonna do this, man, do it. And I was like, bet. Okay, okay. I was watching a lot of YouTube at the moment. So, you know, I see the videos that you be posting, and I'm like, yo, that's cool. And you've told me, like, yeah, you should put some YouTube stuff out. But I never felt like I had the potential, because it's competitive, everyone on there, they're so good at what they do. And then out of nowhere, I try to put something out. I wouldn't feel as like, confident. But I would watch everyone, and I'd be like, but I can probably do streaming, because like I like interacting with people. And seeing the chat like get lit up and everyone gets hyped up about whatever we may be doing. And, after a long day's worth, it feels cool to just come and vibe out with the community. So it's dope. Like Diamondback says, the dream, pretty much.
Yeah. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep shooting, right? Even if you don't make shot. Michael Scott, man.
It's interesting that you bring up like the whole thing about like your girl supporting you, because I think that I think we get a test as like content creators, and you guys are probably deal with the same shit. But like, I feel like personally, like in my journey as a content creator, has been like a year plus since I started streaming on Twitch, and like I just started uploading on YouTube like towards like I think at the beginning of last year. I don't remember. But yeah, I think that it's cool that your girl has your back, because or the producer, because the thing is, a lot of people in like that I know in real life don't support like what I do, and some of them don't understand. And I think that when you talk to people about content creation, people think like, oh, it's fucking easy. All you do is play video games. All you do is like put these videos up. They're super easy, but they don't see like the background, like what happens in the back. How much effort it takes to like create like a setup like you have. And the thing is, it really does take a lot of creativity, and in a way, it's like running your own business. Because it's what you're doing. You got to do what you want to do. And the thing is, a lot of people like that. I don't know if you were to say like normies and shit, but I think like people that are actually content creators are probably the only ones who would understand what we do.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, what do you got to say about? You think the same thing? Like, I'm sure, same shit for you. People probably right.
Yeah, I feel that for me, before I even came into it, I'm like, how would I even present myself, on stream? Because I came from Mixer at one point.
Oh, you streamed on Mixer?
I was on Mixer for a little bit, and on Mixer, I didn't have a camera at the time. I was like purely Xbox.
Yeah.
And I would always be at my old job and be like, yo, I'm gonna go on 9 o'clock. I'm gonna be there. Like, I'm gonna this is my link. There's this long ass link still. Just like right now, long ass fucking link. And people would get on and be like, we don't see you though. We want to see you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have a camera. And I would always be like not motivated. Like, man, why do you guys want to see me? I'm playing, And they're like, we want to see you. So, Mixer died for like, it died. And, I kind of never had the push to do it. And then quarantine came, like when the pandemic started hitting, like freshly, like March. Dude, I had to like, I was out for a cool minute. And then, I was just watching a lot of like YouTube videos, and literally just like the producer and I were literally just watching so much YouTube. And it literally took a point to like, I was like just sitting there thinking, man, maybe I can like do it, maybe I can actually do something, not maybe YouTube, but maybe I can just finally get on stream, get a camera, and then start pushing content. But like you said, it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna come in and sit and start doing what I have to do. Like the grind was tough for me, I know everyone hits differently when they hit affiliate, but like for me, the grind was tough because it was like a shorter volume when it came to people
Yeah.
coming in and visit on the page. That's why the producer, I'm always messing around calling her the producer because like she was there in the beginning. Like literally every time that I went live, she would sit there and be that one that would be appearing as the person to be there in the channel to like, you know, me bouncing. Like me when I came on, I had, you know, finally the camera and I'm like, all right, cool. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and start pushing whatever I could. And you know, I like playing a lot of Overwatch. I decided to get a capture card because I was using a lot of like my console, but I also had a computer, maybe not beefy enough to do it. But even then, you know, the way that I'm looking back at now, dude, the grind was tough. I was like 8-9 months, like literally just trying to push to become affiliate. I almost gave up too. And I was bouncing from 49 to 50 people. I was literally like, no one's even watching. I was looking at it in a completely different way. Like, you know, people come in and they expect I'm going to pop. And then, you know, there's going to be all these people in here and it's going to be amazing. And then it's, you know, sometimes not like that. So I was kind of in that scrutiny in my own head. Like, you know, I'm kind of just like not at that point where I want to continue. So, you know, the producer also be like, nah, man, you can't do that. Like, you're just gonna quit this whole time that you've been pushing, this whole time that you've been trying to build to affiliate. Like, you're just gonna be like, that's it. I don't think you should. And then other people too would be like, nah, man, you shouldn't. You should just continue to do it. And then I feel like because Twitch is such an amazing community, once you like latch on to people that you would have never expected to latch on to, you know, because you know you get your first raid and then you get people telling you, oh, I was sent by this person to come over here, and then you're feeling like, oh wow, like, and then they help you knowing that you're literally like right there to like make affiliate. So anytime that they have a chance to raid me, I'd get raided, or any chance like they had to send people, they'd send people my way. So literally.
And the affiliate grind too, right? Like when you
tell
people,
right.
yo, I want to hit affiliate, same shit. Like it's like a community thing. They'll be like, oh fuck, let's get you affiliated, bro, right?
Big time. And I feel because, you know, we know what it's like to definitely have that grind. You know, anyone who's trying to have the same ambition on trying to accomplish the same thing, super supportive about it. Like, yes, you know, like let's send a ton of people your way. You're in the right place because we're going to be telling everybody that comes in here, follow such and such, man. Like, dope vibes. We're trying to get them affiliated. Just because, you know, we all know what it was like, especially for me. I always come from, like, nothing, and I try to formulate, like, everything that I do on my stream. It's all about, like, you know, research, sitting and just, like, watching videos, cramming all this information in my head just to, you know, maybe make one scene, and do another thing to this next scene. And it might take like hours to cram all this info, but then it's so, you know, accomplishing when you know that you're already doing like these. Me, I'm a weeb, dude. Everything that you see on my stream, you know, it's all about like things that I weeb out about. Like, and you know, at the same time though, I feel that it's, you know, just me being a goofball. Like I'm normally all the time. I'm normally just goofing off, man. You know, I try to keep in good spirits just because a lot of things may be happening for a lot of people. And, you know, good energy is always, you know, well received. So, you know, I always try to view it as in like, let's just give out good energy to people. Why not? What's wrong with that?
I'm looking at the comments and I'm laughing, right? Because I see like the producer.
I haven't even looked at the chat.
And like, someone named B Alpha, they're saying like Tron es necio, you know, which for those of you that don't speak Spanish, necio means stubborn, you know, right? Stubborn. You would say stubborn? I would say stubborn.
Yeah,
you know?
I would say stubborn. You know? Yeah, I would say stubborn.
Stubborn. So I noticed that the producer also like, so one person says stubborn, necio, and you know the producer said that you didn't want to use IG to promote, and it's something we've talked
Yeah.
about. You know, I
Yeah.
told you, bro, social media, dude, social media is the move. You
Yeah.
know, like,
Yeah.
like what is it, like? I'm just curious, like, what is it? I don't know. I mean, I want to hear your thoughts on like what makes you so reluctant to like want to use social. You know, like.
You know, I guess like she said, I was out of IG for 6 years almost. I gave myself a cool long break on social. I just feel like sometimes people just don't pay attention to it. Like you can post something on there. For example, you can cast a vote, right? You can put a vote in, and then you see all these people view it, but you only get like 2 or 3 votes out of like all the views that you get. And you're kind of like, well, why are we doing it then if we're trying to get everyone to interact? I'm trying to get everybody involved. If I'm trying to put a post, what should we play tonight? And you put this vote in and you see maybe like over 100 people view it and then only like 4 or 5 people vote. You're just kind of like,
It's disheartening. Like you're like,
come on.
like,
You know, like where's the
Yeah.
camera at for like an office moment where I'm just like,
it's like, all right, bro. Like 200 people watch it, and then it's like,
yeah,
4
come on,
people,
like,
and you're like,
and that's always been my argument with the people that tell me like about the social media. You know, I'm just like, that's my thing.
Yeah.
I think at first when I came back to it, you know, I have a Twitter, I have a Instagram that I've always had, and it's my personal one since you know, like, I don't know, high school.
Yeah.
Yep.
So high school was a cool minute, you know. Maybe it would be different if I had like a Twitch channel one that I raised up from the ground up. That way, you know, you can have people have the option to like maybe want to follow or not.
Yeah.
And that'll be up to their choice, you know.
Yeah.
And it'd be content that they would enjoy. Like I would like to post a lot of like animals that I'm seeing at my job, shoes, and like clips of videos of me on Twitch, you know, just trying to promote as in like, this is what we do. We have a good time and we chill, we vibe out, you know, we're all about the vibes. Like Pesto would say, shout out to Pesto, you know,
Shout
like
out Pesto, dude. Pesto's
vibes over
one.
views, dude. Pesto's a real one. Like all about vibes over views. Like, you know, he's always like saying like, you know, whether it's like 1 person or 3 people that would be rating you or in the channel, like
you gotta go hard.
Yep. We're going hard, you know, and that's why I feel that, you know, if I want to like promote something, I want to go hard on it. But if I'm not getting the, you know, the interaction, not that I'm expecting the interaction, but it'd be nice, you know, if we're putting something out and you have over 100 people viewing it and only like 2-3 people vote, it kind of makes you feel like, well, why do I want to use this platform then? And then my boy Square and the producer has always told me about using TikTok, and I've never have. You know, maybe I might just even like do that just for streaming purposes too, because I always hear a lot of people being on the live stream on TikTok and then telling everyone like, yo, I'm on Twitch, come on through this way, you know, and it's kind of cool. I've never done that, so I mean, that'd be something neat to try out. But that's my stigma. I don't know if you agree or disagree with me as far as that goes.
So basically, like, just to summarize it, you it's just the engagement, like the engagement.
Yeah. Engagement would be cool, just because you know you're obviously wanting to interact with everybody that's on social. You may not talk to them in person all the time, so why not post a goofy post of a vote? Or, you know, I like putting sneaker stuff too. Like I'll take a pic. I used to take a lot of pictures of like a shoe and be like, you know, is it a drip or is it like a skip, you know? And even then it would be like the ratio of people that would view it and then the votes. You're like, I'm just trying to get like, I was getting a little like crafty to see what would work, what doesn't work. But then you see that it's kind of like the same on whatever that you're doing, whether you're posting something stream related or shoe related. You know, I just want to put content out there that, you know, people like, you know. I like shoes, animals, and games, and that's literally the flow of things, and definitely streetwear as well, you know, like big on that. Anything, I don't know, like now that I've been on Instagram, I kind of been learning as far as posting or repost. If I see something on someone else's page and it looks dope, I'm like, oh, that looks cool. And then you post it on your story, and something I never would do before. But then I feel like IG became Snapchat, right?
In a way.
Because like Snapchat had the stories like that, and then I feel like IG kind of absorbed it.
Everybody adopted it. I mean, Snapchat in itself, I feel like, is an innovator in that sort of sense. That it came to like stories and like people being like, "This is something I want to highlight," and everybody that's friends with me can see it, and like that way I can show everybody, and then everyone's like, "Oh, that's a dope idea." And Instagram took it, Twitter took it, and then it just grew and became its own thing.
Yeah.
So just to like touch on what you're saying, I wanted to let Tweak say what he wanted to say, but I think like what you're saying is like exactly how I feel with content and stuff, and just not even like I don't even feel like sometimes I want to post things that are content, because it feels like it doesn't always feel like organic, for me it's like I always want to be authentic because I think that's who I am, that's who I am as a person, authentic, I just always myself. And the thing is, when you're making clips or posting things, it's always what's gonna get more likes, what's gonna get more engagement, and the like. The horrible part, I don't want to say horrible part, but I guess the shitty part about social media is that when you want to create something, you have to stay within your niche, and for those of you that don't know what niche is, I don't know, for me, I didn't know what it was at a certain point, but niche is basically like, this is just my interpretation of it. If I'm wrong, whatever. But a niche is basically like, staying within a certain category, So for example, like, I'm trying to think of a certain company. Well, PlayStation, like their niche is gaming,
Right.
So that's like an example. So social media, the way it works is you have to stay within your certain niche to get that engagement, because social media won't be pushing, and I don't say just one platform, I say most of social media. They won't push their content the same because of an algorithm that they put to try to make things like simpler, to make content more organized. And I didn't mention this, but I don't know if I told you this before, but I come from like a marketing background. So like I live and breathe all that shit. And I don't know, I personally, I think it makes content creators harder to expand and be who they want to be, because it's like, oh, what's your niche? What do you want to do? But it's like, we're all so different and versatile. We have a lot of different hobbies. You were saying, you're a weeb. So obviously, for those of you that don't know what a weeb is, it means you like anime a lot. Or I don't know. What's the actual definition of a weeb? I know it's like someone that's Americanized, that's into Japanese culture or anime. I'm not sure, one or the other. I don't know what the exact definition is. But basically, you're a weeb, you're into streetwear, you like sneakers, you like gaming. So it's like, as a person that does that, and then you also like animals, like you were saying. So as a person that likes all those different things, why do you have to just focus on one? And I think that's like the caveat of social media, is being able, when you post things, you have to post one thing, and I personally, as a content creator, I disagree with that, because I feel like all of us have a bunch of different content that we like to post. We have different interests, and we don't just like one thing. We're put into these boxes, and you have to keep putting certain content out there, because if not, it's not going to get the same engagement, So, for example, my boy Louis Guns, shouts out my boy Louis Guns. Today, he posted like a really good Valorant clip, right?
I saw that.
Yeah, you saw. Yeah,
sexy.
He got a ace as Raze on Valorant. So for those of you that don't know what an ace is on Valorant, it's basically, Valorant is a 5 versus 5 game, and basically it means he killed the whole team by himself. So Valorant, the game, he would normally post on TikTok a bunch of Warzone clips, and his community is mostly Warzone. So when he posted this Valorant clip, it doesn't matter how sick it was, the algorithm kind of didn't rank him as high, because his community was he would mostly post like Warzone clips. So that's
Right.
like the negative. That's what sucks about social media, that you can't really be who you want to be. You have
Right.
to appeal to a certain category,
One certain thing. Yeah.
right? And it gets exhausting posting the same shit. Like I wouldn't want to just post only Valorant clips, you know?
Yeah, right.
Like I like hiking, I like
Yeah.
animals, I like sneakers, I like traveling. So it's like, how are you gonna put us into a certain category, you know? And that's like the negative aspects of social media. Besides that, I also think that social media is always changing the way they formulate their algorithms. So right now, for example, Instagram, they have a huge emphasis on Reels, which is one thing I was talking to Tweaks about, because, you know, he posted a video he posted a piece of content as a video. I was like, dude, delete that. We're doing Reels only, because Reels is what Instagram is focusing on. And besides that, they also like the way they rank posts. So now it's like you have to, it's likes aren't as important, comments aren't as important, shares aren't as important. What's the most important thing is bookmarking posts. So if you bookmark things, it'll be higher on the algorithm. So that's just Instagram, for example. But, you know, like us as content creators, we have to keep learning to adapt to these things. And it makes things even harder, you know?
It does.
It's just stupid in general. I don't know. I fucking hate that shit. How it's like, I can't just post something and then it just be out in the fucking world. And like, if it catches traction or something, it just like goes, like, you know, that just naturally. Now it's just like, if you don't do this, you won't be seen by this. If you don't do that, you won't be seen by that. I'm just like, bro, this shit is so fucking stupid. Like, it's so annoying trying to like do the social media aspect of like all this content creation.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you're not like down to the nitty gritty and down to the specifics, it's so fucking ridiculous that it's like, oh, you did this wrong, so you're not gonna get this much viewers, and you're not gonna do that. I'm like, bro, this, like, if they really wanted to, they could make it so easy, like, just get it out there for everybody. But it's like, I don't know, fucking companies just want like everyone in their own fucking box and like putting everyone in a fucking box. I'm like, I fucking hate it. That's why like social media and starting to get into trying to post stuff on social media now. I'm like, dude, this shit is so fucking annoying, because in my normal life, I don't post anything. I really don't.
It's a societal thing.
Yeah, right.
Like it's a societal thing where, you know, and I'm gonna think like macro level here, you know, but when you go to, like, I went to school, I got my master's, you're put into this box where you went to school for this. This is what you got to work in, you know. And the thing is, society tries to put people in boxes, and I hate that, you know. I hate that people have to be like classified as that. I remember when I was in high school, and Tweaks could also like vouch, people would be like, "You're a rocker, huh?" Like that, because I would just listen. They would see me and be like, "Oh, you only listen to metal." But it's
that's like literally label you something.
Exactly. So I hate that. You know, I hate that. You know, you gotta be something. You can't just be more than one thing. But my bad. What were you saying?
I mean, that's what they're like. They're basically making everything into high school again. It's like back in the day, everyone's in high school, and the day one you walk in, you see all the different cliques. It's like, oh, those are the jocks, those are the emo kids, those are the nerds, and it's like, oh, I don't want to go over there.
I feel that. I was like,
can I get a cheers, Tron, water buddies, or what? Give me a cheers. Clink, clink, ho.
Clink, clink, clink. Cheers.
Oh, my bad. Oh.
I was literally kind of like there was definitely a lot of different cliques like you were naming right now. So I was kind of just, as you can tell me, I was literally just dipping in on every little circle, you know, just being me. Yeah, straight up.
I feel the same way. Like I identify with so many different. Like I played soccer, so I was with the soccer players sometimes.
Exactly. I never identified myself as like one thing, like we're saying. So, and I also heard a story, and I don't know, you guys can tell me. I heard a story of like someone telling someone, if you had the choice from knowing that the struggle was going to be the way that it is in whatever that you're trying to do successfully? Or would you rather have one ability, literally, for example, you could be the best basketball player that everyone has ever seen, but that's literally all you're going to be. You're not going to be able to be good at anything else other than playing hoops.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you won't have the ability to do anything else that's in your mind that you would maybe want to do, because, like, obviously you want to branch out from just being one thing, never being just one single category. You want to be the jack of all trades, where you're doing different things. Like, for me, I like, play music. I like to geek out on, like, information, where, like, I just literally, if I have something that I enjoy, that's why I'll sit and, like, absorb all this sneaker knowledge, just listening to people or podcasts, or, like, listening to, like, all this info, because it's something that, I enjoy, like, legitimately just listening to, just being around, like, sneakers, or being around, like, people just giving you info that you've never even heard of, stories that they may even heard of, like, back then. Point being, I wouldn't want to just be good at hoops. I would still continue going through the struggle of trying to be successful in whatever the category may be. But I feel that, like you were saying earlier, if you're doing a bunch of Warzone content and people are expecting Warzone content, and then out of nowhere you're doing Val content, people aren't really, like, feeling, great about it, because not everybody likes Val. But we love Val, even though it's a love-hate game, because you can be like, ah! And then you can also be like, yeah, I love you so much, So I definitely, would definitely still continue to take the route, as in, like, I love doing and trying to be different at a lot of things as much as I could, just because I love doing different things, from, like, the categories that we've been talking about, from, like, shoes, streetwear, whether it's going, like yourself, Square, you like to travel a lot. When you do have the opportunity, like, that's dope. And you make vlogs about it. And then you also stream. And then you also make shoe reviews and product reviews. Like, would you rather have that continue to do what you do, or just be good at one thing, which, let's say, would be marketing, and that would be it? Like, I feel like, because marketing too, that's also, like, your niche into your whole entire setup, because the plan, and you're going to market yourself well, and then you definitely have the charisma and the character to definitely market yourself, because you definitely, everybody in the chat can tell me right now that you're definitely the energy that somebody definitely needs. If they're having a long day, you can definitely bring that into the table.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and likewise for you, King. That's why we have your ass here. But yeah, honestly, and it's just as a content creator, personally, like, I just some advice, I guess, for everyone out there. Don't just focus on one platform. This person I follow on social media, I actually was fortunate enough to meet him in person at Complex Con. I want to say, like, 2 years ago. His name's Ish Verduzo, right?
Yeah,
he actually, he posts, he has, like, a great story. I'll see if I want to get him on the podcast eventually. It'd be dope.
Oof, that'd be tight.
Yeah, he, is from, like, a small city. He ended up getting out there, going to major cities, working his way up, doing a bunch of different things. And one piece of advice that I asked him, and he's just like, he's a Latino just like us, I was born in a small city. Tweaks was born in a small city. You're from SoCal. You're from a big city, right?
Yeah.
And he was just like, hey, don't just focus on one platform, focus on two. And the thing is, I've been learning from, like, a bunch of different people on the internet, and just kind of seeing, where do I fit in this? I don't want to fit in a box. And the thing is, on Twitch, I'm sitting on this chair for, like, 1 to 8 hours gaming, talking, bullshitting. And the thing is, you don't see me do anything outside of here, you know. I'll be posting things on social media, but that's why, like, when I travel, I started doing vlogs because I want to show like a different side of me, you know. I want to show me like out in the freaking world doing shit. I have a video of us at Complex Con. I have a video of me at this with my friends from Chicago at this
pretty tight. Yeah,
convention. Yeah, like this C2E2 convention. It's like a cosplay, comics, a bunch of different stuff. So it's like showing a different side of me than just gaming, you know. And then the podcast now, you know, we just started this podcast, and the thing is, you know, we're actually able to have like candid conversations like this where we're, you know, right before we started, I was like, you know, to stop talking so we can save it for the podcast, you know. And the conversation just flows, you know. The conversation just flows, and like we end up bringing things out of each other that we're like, oh fuck, like I don't even remember about that. I could bring that up, you know. And it's just like having different content, you know, is a good way to kind of showcase who you are as a person, and you're kind of able to show more of who you are as a person and what you like and just a bunch of different things. And you know, when Thiccc and I went to Japan, I bring this up all the time in all the episodes, but I bring up Japan. But I wish I had a camera. I wish I had like a better phone when we traveled, because that right there would have been like a crazy vlog. Like what I experienced over there, dude. I'm saying, bro, like that would have been the craziest freaking vlog ever. Recording like us on the Mario Kart through Shibuya, all that shit, dude.
Damn, yeah, bro. Dude, that sounds dope.
It's just like showcasing things like that, you know, getting out there and showing like different sides of you. But anyway, the point is different content, you know. It's nice, and that's why, like, you know, I don't want to be put into a box, just like we're talking about. But yeah, so it's always good to showcase like more than one side of you, you know, not just focusing on one platform, because when you focus on one platform, like, you know, Twitch discoverability, it's super hard, you know. People literally have to scroll all the way down to find your name and then be like, oh, there's this person. And then once they find your name, they get an ad. You know, they get an ad for a certain amount of time. Once they get the ad, you only have a little bit of time to make an impression. It's like, does this person deserve my follow? You know, does this person, So at that point, it's just kind of like, dude, I'm not sure what to do, you know? Like, I'm not sure what to do, but you just have like that short amount of time to make a good impression on people. And that's why it's also good to do other content other than Twitch. But anyway, not to go off on a tangent.
Or to just get an ad blocker.
No, but don't they only show with an ad blocker, it wouldn't block your ads on Twitch, would it?
It does.
Really?
Depending on which one. I have an ad blocker. I've never seen an ad.
Really? You never like, if you have an ad blocker, you could block the ads through. So like, for example, let's say, okay, for example, for this podcast, would the people just come in and just see us directly, or what would happen exactly?
Yeah, for me, the ad blocker I have, I put it on, and it's like free content, you know. Well, I mean, it's obviously free, but
so you go into any channel and like no ads. At all, and you don't know. That's crazy. Yeah, what's the ad blocker called? You know?
uBlock. It's uBlock Origin.
You block what?
Origin.
You block Origin. So if you don't want ads on Twitch, you block Origin, and that would make our lives easier. So then we don't have to run ads.
That's literally the plug right there.
That's the plug right there. We're in a freaking.
That's the plug.
That's gonna be content right there later.
That's why I was like,
yeah, seriously.
When you were talking about ads, I was just like, you guys get ads?
Yeah,
I'm in 2040, bro. I haven't seen an ad in fucking 2 years.
Man, I get ads all the time, man. What the hell?
Yeah, you get ads up with this too.
For real.
Shout out to homie Jay who got me that one.
Yeah, shout out to homie Jay wherever you are.
Jay, good shit, man. I'm about to use that myself.
But yeah, so you know, this has been obviously interesting so far. I'm loving these conversations, you know, and that's why, like, you know, when we start these when we talk about episodes, or like we're gonna have you on or whatever, we always have like a gist. We're gonna talk about streetwear, but we don't always just stick to that. You know, conversation evolves into something else. You know, it's like it's interesting, but
which is cool because you know it always blends into, you know, what we might be talking about, but it expands our horizons.
And I just wanted to ask, like, you know, streetwear. How'd you get started? Like, how'd you get started wearing sneakers? Like, what was your first sneaker? You know.
I feel like the very first known sneaker I had for sure that was, you know, popping at the time was 5th grade. It was the Air Jordan 13 bread colorway. And I remember that I had the graduation, there was a big pile of certificates for, like, you know, kind of outstanding student, improved student. It was like a stack of that. And then my folks were telling me, oh yeah, there's a ton of them in there. Like, my boy's definitely gonna get one. I didn't get squat. Like, there was literally a stack of those papers, dude. No. I didn't get nothing. I got my certificate, and I'm over here like flinging that from like where I'm sitting, and then I remember we went to go eat Sizzler, and they were like, you know, we're really disappointed in you because
your parents
yeah, my folks were telling me we're really disappointed in you because there was a stack of certificates on there with like rewards, and you didn't even get one. And I was literally like, not even like sweating it until they told me we were gonna give you some shoes, but now we feel like we don't even want to give you that pair of shoes because you didn't even deserve it. And I was like, damn. I started feeling down, and I was like, damn. All right then. And then they were literally like, all right, no, we're kidding. We're gonna give you this pair, but I hope that, you know, with that you can step up with your grades and coming into middle school. So when I had that sneaker, that I was literally like holding it, right? And I just remember like smelling it.
Dude, that new sneaker
and that
smell.
new sneaker smell is always
There's
like
nothing like it, bro. There's
nothing like it. You open up a box. You know, I wasn't licking soles because I wasn't looking at Fat Joe content at that moment. So you know,
soul, man.
I was never like, you know, never into licking the sole. I was definitely into smelling the shoe though. And that pair, you know, it carried me through all of middle school almost. And also like I did get into a lot of like skating shoes because I don't know if you guys tried to skate back in the day, but in my time,
are you talking about SBs?
No, I'm not even talking SBs. I'm literally like, talking more like at the time it was like DCs, Circas, Americas,
Supras,
Vans,
Etnies,
Osiris, Etnies. You know, it was like a wave of the skating, man. Like it just came in. Like it was big for SBs during for sure like the 2000s. But for me, it wasn't just SBs. I wasn't really like messing with Nike SBs at that moment. I was like dipping in like Circas, Americas, and I would beat my shits because like I would skate the heck out of them. Even though like, you know, I was trying to become a good skater, but by the time high school hit, you know, I was just breaking boards, tearing up shoes, and like literally not kind of thinking. I was always in that mindset, you know, we wear our shoes, so we're gonna beat the heck out of our shoes, right?
Yes, sir.
We were never thinking like, no, we're gonna keep them crisp. And like, I mean, I did getting into cleaning shoes in the high school, but at that moment, like middle school, it was all about thrashing my skating shoes. And I had this one pair. It was the Chad Muskas. It was the second Circa model that he had, and like, you know how Travis Scott now, he be having the Air Jordan 6 with the olive and it has the pocket on the side.
Yeah.
And the Circa, which I feel like maybe there might have been inspiration behind that because the Circa had a tongue, it had a zipper where you can, like, I would steal Pokemon cards, dude, and I would put them in that little tongue and I would zip them.
Hey, bro,
because ain't nobody way that was gonna, bro. Ain't no way, like, whoever's watching from middle school, and they probably got, you know, that happened. It will, but you know, we put them in the Circa, like in the Circa tongue, zip them. I mean, whatever anybody else was doing with their pocket, whatever. But I was my pocket putting Pokemon cards, man. It was ridiculous. And up
Statute
until
limitations, baby. Statute limitations. Y'all can't get my boy Tron.
Oh man, I was literally like, check me, and they would check me, and they wouldn't find it because it was in my shoe the whole time.
Yo, honestly,
terrible, man,
Tweaks,
terrible.
If you could look up a link and post it in the chat, honestly, Tron, I'd love to see like what shoe you're talking about.
Oh yeah, here, let me see if I can.
But that's hilarious, dude, and you're absolutely right. I definitely think a lot of people are taking influence from skateboarding shoes. Like I don't know if ASAP Rocky came out with that shoe with Under Armour, dude. That shoe looked like a fucking Osiris, bro. Dead ass. That shoe.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't because there was a. Do you remember Stevie Williams? And he skated for DC, and he had a shoe that was clearly inspired by the Air Jordan 12, because he loved Jordans, but when he got that shoe, it had kind of like the 12 kind of has like that wavy looking stitching on the side of the shoe.
I'm not familiar with it.
The 12s look like boxing shoes.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So like. Yeah, I mean, if you look at a 12, I see a boxing shoe because it looks like you can use those for boxing. I totally use those for boxing.
I'll have to check that out.
Check it out, dude.
It's mainly all just patent leather, or not patent leather, but just leather shoe.
It's just leather shoe, and I mean,
the flu games and all that.
Yeah, so like, I don't know if people like 12s, but 12s, the flu game,
12 are nice.
The cherry 12s.
Yeah.
The playoff 12s, but they were, I think they're releasing this month.
Yeah,
for anybody who's trying to pick up on those, like me personally, the flu game 12s. I need me a pair of those, like,
because that's what
I always.
Those are the ones that Jordan played when he had the flu, right?
Yeah,
that's like that famous picture with what's his name?
With the towel, yeah. And he explained in that documentary that it wasn't even the flu; it was like literally the stomach virus, like food poisoning, which is crazy because everyone just called them the flu game. Those are hot, dude. I don't know. I've always liked black and red as a color because again, it all falls back to that Air Jordan 13. The bread, it was literally black and red, dude. So like. The fact that it was a black and red shoe, I feel that it always resonated somehow with that, and like if it has like a little bit of black and red the way that it does, I'm all for it. Maybe people don't like the palettes, the color, like on the mud guards or on the, stitching, or it doesn't even matter. Like black and red on shoes look good sometimes. And I approve it because the playoff 12s are not black and red. I like black and white as well, but it's nothing like. I feel like red just stands out more for some reason.
Red 4s, bro.
Ooh,
yeah, red 4s. Those shits are my shit, bro.
I still need a pair, for sure. Those are expensive now.
It's like $4 or $5 bills, bro.
Dude,
we're probably gonna be talking about resale in a while because.
Yeah, I mean,
I know we've been catching some L's with sneakers and shit, not something we want to be proud about, but your first shoes were the 13s, right?
The 13s, and then I feel in high school, I started wearing, because in the culture in them days, it was, you had a lot of FUBU, Dada, you had a lot of South Pole, dude. You had Mark Echo with his Echo brand like popping in them days, and I mean them days like around 2001 through 2005, baggy era. Sean John as well, Janko jeans.
The Janko jeans, bro.
Oh my gosh! Like, for those who don't know, man, the Janko jeans are like. They're like the fucking baggiest jeans that you can find yourself in, like boy shit. But
is it that like, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but is it that like what like juggalos be wearing and shit, or not? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but
They just look like baggy ass jeans, dude. Like you can probably fit you and somebody else in them jeans because they were that baggy.
Yeah, that sounds hard, yo. If you're single and you're trying to fit in some Jinko jeans with me.
So I feel like, and because in that era too, it was a lot of like baggy clothes. Like that's where like for me, the white tees and the black tees, man, like 2XL white tees, pro clubs. You know, we would stay on pro clubs, man. Like you wouldn't even need like any type of, you know, mark clothing, like a brand clothing. Like if you can get yourself a stack of 3 white tees, pro clubs, fresh or black, and then like, you know, some jeans, and then for me, I used to like a lot of Air Force Ones, bro. Like at one point,
I still love Air Force Ones, bro.
Yeah, the mid tops, white on white.
Ooh, I only wear those, honestly.
Dude, no,
the mid tops are fresh.
Mid tops for me, dude. Yeah, it wasn't even the high tops with the strap. It was literally the mid tops with the Velcro, and you like literally tie on the side, white on white. I went through so many of those shoes, like so many of them, and also like a lot of trainers too. I mean, I definitely went through like I feel like for me, patent leather, I loved it just because they had the pro model Adidas for high school players, and they were always patent leather, dude. Yeah. Or like some Nike Hyperflights in them days, they were always patent leather. And I just loved patent leather at that moment. Even hooping in high school, lunchtime, I'd pop out patent leather fucking shoes out of nowhere and be like, I'm ready to hoop. I got my shorts. I'm ready to do it. And then literally just start balling, being all sweaty, and then just going to fifth period all sweaty, fucking red as fuck, maybe even dirty, just like breathing in and everybody just looking at you. Maybe even like the girl that you might like, or me might even be like, oh my gosh, and like looking at you like you're just all, my bad. My patent leather shoes though, they work. Okay. But I definitely went through a lot of Air Force One mid tops. Oof, like
they white on white. Everything, bro. Honestly,
they went with everything, dude.
Like now, I'm not gonna divert from what we're talking about, but real quick, like right now, there's a fake. I don't want to say if it's fake, but I heard it's like a fake, like shortage of Air Force Ones created by resellers. So I heard that a lot of them are buying Air Force Ones, like selling them out everywhere and just fucking reselling them for like $40-$50 profit.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think Nike's even allowing large like payments to go through. I think they could only purchase like one pair now.
Yeah,
I think it's like
because of that.
I think it's like 1 or 2 at a time because of that exact thing.
But like, it's insane how people can get like a $100 shoe and then they make $30-$40 off of it because you can't find them at your local retail stores anymore. Like you can't just go to a Foot Locker and buy a pair of Air Force Ones anymore because they out. Or Foot Locker, Foot Action, Champs, which is like what, JD Sports now.
Yeah,
so, you know, freaking Shoe Palace.
Yeah,
I mean, some locations they got some good stuff for these stores, and some locations they don't have anything, but they're literally making $30-$40 extra on, you know, white on white Air Force Ones.
It sucks, dude. It sucks. Like, you know, people be fucking doing shit like that. Like, bro, those are freaking, I don't know. For me, you know, as a kid, it's crazy because, like, I could just imagine how hard it is for, you know, the youth these days to buy shoes. You know, you got, like, technology is so much more advanced. You got bots, you got all this shit. And it's, like, it's so hard to even get, like, shoes that were easy for us to get. Right. Perfect example, SBs, bro. My boy Louis and I talked about this. Travis Scott fucking fucked up the market for them, you know, like, ever since he wore them or came out with those, whatever. Dude, you can't get an SB for cheaper than like $300-$400. And then at the same time, like, you know, I remember, you know, when I was a kid, I would get, you know, my parents like weren't the richest and shit. They would buy me like one pair of shoes a year, right?
Right.
So, or I don't remember, it was like a semester, or I think it was like a school year, but I would wear the shit out of that shoe, you know, till the wheels fall off type shit. And it'd either be like I would get like a Reebok Classic, or I would get an Air Force One, and that's because, you know, one, I was in like too into, I didn't really know much about streetwear, but also like we couldn't afford to be spending like 200-300 bucks on some freaking shoes, you know. And well, back, like, I know Jordans weren't that much, or like 160, but even then. And I remember in high school, I remember seeing this dude, right, man, newest kicks, freshest kicks, like all the time. And I'll be like, I look at my shit and be like, damn, bro, look at my kicks, they're all beat, you know. But
yeah, right.
So I can imagine how tough it is for like the youth today to get normal sneakers, you know, to get like, you can't even get an Air Force One without paying resale these days. That's fucking insane to me, you know? Like,
right.
That's insane. How could you not get a freaking Air Force One, bro? It's like one of the most common shoes that you'd be able to get, you know?
Maybe back in 2019, you would still be able to do that. But, I mean, I feel that ever since, I always say that there's a lot of resellers and they've always been reselling.
Yeah.
But I feel since the pandemic happened, it kind of exposed the entire game, because then, you know, demand became so big on so many things because everybody was just not doing anything. And then people were getting money too. The government was like, here you guys go, giving you guys some money. Pretty sure a lot of people bought sneakers with that, you know.
That's facts.
Maybe I did. I don't know. I'm not even going to answer that.
Dude, yeah. I mean, a lot of people did use their shit for like other things, you know. It's crazy. They use their things, they use their like PPP business loans or whatever. I know someone got caught up with like some buying like a luxury car and shit. I was like, holy crap, you know, this fool freaking balled out on like a luxury car. And yeah, I was like, damn, dude, that's crazy. But yeah, so
I feel like at one point, you know, in the high school era, once I got out of high school, you know, I feel like I kind of went cold turkey with sneakers. You know, I was buying more Vans at one point. At one point, like the era of me, because I feel hip hop had a lot to do with that era at that time. You know, the South was coming up, and then out of nowhere, like, you know, it was all about that era of the South where they had like Ludacris. You had Ludacris come in.
What were those boots called that they wore in the South? They weren't Tim's. Fucking, it starts with an L or some shit. I don't know if they wore it in the South. Yeah, lugs. But actually, now that
the lugs boots.
I don't know if they wore them in the South, but I know like lugs. Like, remember,
dude, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I feel like at one point I might have wanted a pair of lugs for sure. Like, I was like, yo, that looks heavy. But I also did rock K-Swiss.
Yeah.
I rocked a lot of Adidas shoes too growing up. You know, like the Sambas. I always liked the Sambas, you know, or the shell toes. Gotta have the shell toes. Run DMC would always be like, oh, I gotta have shell toes. And so there was always a variety of things. That's why I feel like I'm okay with just rocking one thing now. Yeah. Because I can say that, I mean, not just one thing now, but like I've recently, like, because Trinidad James released his limited edition of the red pair of the Sauconys. I feel like Sauconys have always been around for a cool minute, and I had a pair of Sauconys back in the day, maybe beat up. Even the same model was the Jazz 81 silhouette, and they would always sell those at like Foot Lockers. You would always see a black and white silhouette Saucony with the 3-dot stripe that they have, and that's always been around. But I feel like as of now, you know, I like rocking Sauconys. They're comfortable, and it's a running shoe too. So literally, like, I've been, you know, kind of copying like Sauconys out of nowhere, just because, you know, it's, you buy what you get, man. You buy what you like. Doesn't necessarily got to be one thing. I mean, if it's hype or not hype, whether it's something that, you know, everybody wants and is lusting over or not, you know, you get what you want, and you rock what you feel is best. Like, I just feel like people are just so focused on clout that, you know, they need to have, you know, the certain bangers that are out, the certain hype that are out in order for you to just stand out, you know, when you should just rock what you want. That's how I always been. I mean, I like what I like, you know, whether it's hype or not, but I'm also rocking my shoes too.
Nah, I agree with what you're saying, bro. 100%. Like, you don't gotta, if you don't gotta rock something hype to look good. You know, you don't gotta rock something that's like fucking hella expensive to look fly. Like, it's like, I don't know if I think it was Kanye West. He said that quote, like, you can go to school, but you can't buy class or some shit like that. Some shit like that. And something like that, you know, and Kanye West is wilding right now. But yeah.
He is wilding right now.
He wilding. We'll probably touch on that. But, dude, Kanye, alright, bro. I might get slack for this shit. The one person on social media that fucking gets on my nerves, best kicks.
I know it.
You know how I'm gonna fucking say it.
I know
Dude,
where you're going.
Honestly, this guy has the best kicks. Yeah. Whatever, he has money, all this shit.
Yeah.
But, bro, he does not know how to fucking dress, dude. DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled is always getting, we still in the meeting, all this shit, whatever. I'm not hating that he gets these shoes. Did you see
those ones he posted though the other day?
Are you talking about the Louis Vuitton ones?
No, I'm talking about the meeting that never happened.
Oh yeah,
the blue. What do you think about those?
Nah.
But the way he goes about it,
yeah,
right, it's just something else. So like, I totally get it. He does flash a lot.
Nah, man, DJ Khaled's fucking hilarious. Like, honestly, that shit's funny as shit. Like,
he's funny,
like,
dude.
Like everything aside, like that shit is hilarious.
He's funny.
If like, I don't know if it was the recent post of him with Kanye, that he wore the exact same fit that Kanye.
Yeah.
That he wore, that Kanye wore. It was him in that black attire, everything, and then the fucking boots from SpongeBob, all the squeaky boots. Like, that shit is fucking hilarious. Like, honestly, when it comes to shit like that, like, it's just about who you know. Like, at the end of the day, DJ Khaled knows who he knows. He's one of the biggest producers in the world. Like,
yeah,
like you may not like it, like with the shit he gets, but it's like, obviously he knows Drake, Kanye, like everybody that's anybody making shit. It's like he's gonna get it, which is like, I mean, sometimes it
automatically.
It's like who you know. Like,
he gets seated automatically for it.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to his work. I just simply talking about, like, he's a perfect example that you could get the most fire sneakers, but still not know how to dress, still not be able to pull it off. Because some of the shit he wears, bro, with the sneakers, I'm just like, nah, bro, that ain't it. He gets roasted in the comments. I'm just like, and I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, you know, him wearing those Louis Vuitton off-white
with a pillow.
With a pillow. Like, that was mad corny, bro. That was corny as fuck, you know? I mean, or what you guys think that was
another
corny?
One.
Was that not corny or what? Because I thought that shit was mad corny, bro. Honestly.
I thought that was pretty corny, man. I mean,
it's done for the
it's
meme.
DJ Khaled, man.
Yeah, DJ Khaled is the walking meme. Like,
he literally is.
He is, dude. He is. Like,
anything he does, it's just a meme. Like,
right.
Like, most people can take it serious or not, but at the end of the day, anything it does is fucking hilarious. That's why there's so many memes, like, with this shit. Like, congratulations, you played yourself is an iconic. That's an iconic line. That
it is very iconic.
Knows.
But do you guys think that he knows he's a meme?
Of course,
I don't think so, dude. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Because look, let me tell you something. Dude, so I ain't gonna expose, but I have a friend that worked, not a friend actually, more of an acquaintance, but she worked at the record label he was at, right? She interned there, and she said he was a fucking dick, that he was an asshole. Like he wasn't like hella humble or anything. And I've seen like flashes of him where I see it. Like he could not, like, I think the best example, Tyler the Creator, when Tyler the Creator came out with what's that album,
Flower
Boy, I think it was, and DJ Khaled came out with that one album, and like it's like Tyler the Creator said, he bases his whole persona around we the best, we number one, we're like on top. So when Tyler the Creator beat him, dude, like this whole thing happened where DJ Khaled was just throwing shots, shade at fucking Tyler the Creator. And Tyler the Creator is like, this fool's like basing his whole personality on like being number one, and I'm over here like, I'm good, you know? I'm over here like I'm about to go to fucking London and go perform out there, you know? I'm about to go perform in fucking London to a sold out show, and you're over here worrying about being number one on on like some album sales. And he was like gonna go through legalities and stuff like that and all this shit. But yeah, so for me, like, that's corny, bro. Like, take your L. Like, if someone's better than you or someone likes other music that you aren't into, they just take your L, bro, you know? But I don't want to dive too much into DJ Khaled. It was just kind of one of those things that, you know, you can rock the most expensive shit. You could have like, you could wear you could be fucking rich as fuck, have the best shoes, but you still not know how to dress. You know? So I guess that just was the gist of it. That
I don't know. At the end of the day, they don't care. It's like it. But that's what I find funny, because we can all hate on him and be like, oh, like he does this, he does that. But at the end of the day, this man makes fucking, he shits money, he wipes his ass with fucking money.
He's successful, no doubt. Yeah, but the man can't dress, bro. The man can't dress. Like,
but at that level of success, like, people don't care. Like, they know they're better. Like, they make more money, so they're gonna wear what the fuck they want, and that's what gets people talking. You know.
I think they care, bro. Honestly, when you're a celebrity, you kind of have to care, dude. Because, you know, like, for example, for DJ Khaled, like, you know, I don't know. I just think that man thinks he's fresh, and he's not. His music is good. He's got great work ethic. He knows how to market himself. But when you're like on that level, dude, like, you kind of got to know how, you know, you got to look the part too. And I feel like for him, it's just, yo, I get all these exclusive things, but he doesn't dress good, I guess, you know? And I don't know. For me, I'm not like,
what is it? Is it the Hawaii shirt?
Dude,
it's just he's a different generation. That's all it is. Like, most people in his generation.
I feel like it's a Miami thing for him, though. You know?
But it's not like the shirts, dude. It's just like, I don't know. Like, most of the stars out there are dressed fucking nice, dude. Like, most people dress hella nice. It's just DJ Khaled does not. I don't know. Like, I just can't put my finger on it. Like, if you look at him, try to find him wearing a fit that you're like, oh, he looks fresh, you know?
That's what we're trying to say, because everyone has a stylist and everyone seems to know what they like and what they don't.
Yeah.
But DJ Khaled is like stuck in his own mind. Like, he knows, like, he is in his own world. Like, he is the main character of the world. Like, the world revolves around DJ Khaled. So no one's gonna tell him what to wear. He's like, if I think I like this, I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna rock it. Which at the end of the day, it's like, that's how everybody should be, you know? If you want to wear what you want to wear, fucking rock it. Like,
yeah, that's what Pound Teddy is saying. He's like, you guys just said what you like and not judging someone for wearing what they like.
It's like, if he likes it, fucking wear it, bro. Like,
listen,
like,
the guy comes in with confidence.
Yeah.
You know, I guess like he's like, you know what? I know this looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another one.
That's exactly it. It's confidence, because it's like NBA players, NFL players, they wear some of the wildest shit in the world pregame, walking in, fucking Kyle Kuzma walking in with a fucking slim fucking patent leather fucking skin tight suit looking like Catwoman, and like Cam Newton coming in wearing his fucking top hat looking like the Mad Hatter.
Newton, dude.
Looking like the Mad Hatter.
He be coming out with some crazy outfits.
But you know what? They look nice, bro. The NBA players got style, bro. You know, they dress fucking fire. Like, dude,
some of them are just wilding, but
everyone should dress like Adam Sandler or Pound Teddy.
Yeah.
Honestly, Adam Sandler, bro.
Nice.
Adam
Sandler he dresses pretty nice. Man.
Like,
he dresses nice. LeBron, Bodfa, he dresses nice too. I like how LeBron has some dope fits, man. He be having some crazy kicks too, man. Like,
it's LeBron James.
No one really talks about his sneaker collection, but can you imagine his sneaker collection?
It's probably crazy. I mean, he's got the plug, dude. Like, you know.
Yeah. He's
signed Nike for life.
Yeah, he probably got some shit we ain't never seen ever. I mean, probably rocks J's behind doors. Who knows? I don't know.
I mean, so does everyone else. Everyone has their own, like, even though they're fucking signed to somebody, they're rocking everything, you know? They're just getting a bag from someone. But LeBron, I mean, he signed to Nike for life. This dude,
seriously,
he's got
the bag no matter what.
He's already got it secured, like, no matter what he does. So, I mean,
I honestly like what Kanye did. How he was like, you can't force a black man not to wear Jordans, you know, like, or whatever I don't remember what he said, but he's basically talking about how, you know, in this Adidas contract, he can't wear Jordans or Nike, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think, damn, like, I don't know. I think he's been wearing Nike and shit, and it's just like, damn, what are you going to tell Kanye West? I feel like at that point, when you're that big, if the company does something about you, it's going to hurt them more than help them, you know? Like,
right.
So, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. I'm just like, bro, like, yeah, I don't know. If you freaking, like, at that point, he's just like, fuck it, I got Adidas, you know? I have Yeezy, whatever. I'm going to still wear Nike. Like,
well, at that point, you're bigger than the brand. Like, the person is bigger than the brand.
He is the brand. He's the brand, basically, you know? I'm not going to lie. Most of Adidas' other shit isn't that great, you know?
Like, I mean, so far, like,
yeah, just like I had asked you, like, people who like Jerry Lorenzo and Fear of God.
That's what I'm saying. Jerry Lorenzo is signed. Like, who knows what he's coming out with? Like, the only Nike model he ever came out with was fire. Like, those,
only one, and it caused so much noise. Whether it was the black pair, whether it was the orange pair, whether it was like
the yellow pair, the
yellow pair, dude. Oh my,
the fucking that canary color. Oh my god,
so it's fire.
Like, you know, it's a hype shoe, and I would totally rock that shoe.
But you know what though? The one thing I'll say about Adidas is that I think when it comes to originality, they kind of lack that as of recently, because Jerry Lorenzo, Sean Wotherspoon, they poached them from Nike. You know, they were originally at Nike first, and then they went over to Adidas. And honestly, bro, out of all the shoes at Adidas, tell me what has been better than the 97 he came out with. The only shoe he came out with, Nike. All the shoes he's came out with Adidas. But I think that's the thing with Adidas is, you know, they give away creative control instead of like coming out with a certain silhouette. And I think that's why Kanye left Adidas, you know? I mean, why he left Nike, because they said they weren't letting him kind of be himself and like do crazy shit, I guess. But yeah, most of the like collaborators that Adidas has came out with, it's been they poached from Nike, you know. And I think for me, it's just like sloppy seconds type shit, you know. Like a lot of ideas that Nike come out with, they're fucking great, they're innovative, they're unique, and I don't know. I think Adidas needs to step its game up, you know, not just not just steal people from Nike and offer them more money. It's more like they got to come up with their own thing. And one thing I have seen, and I'll give them props for, is obviously like Kanye, you know, they let him have his own brand. That's a big deal. But how long are they going to be able to use Yeezy, or how long are they going to be able to live off of Yeezy, you know, like when it comes to like, collabs? And I will give Adidas props for doing the whole, I mean, I don't know what you guys think about NFTs, but, you know, they bought like 3 NFTs from like some of the biggest projects out there, and they basically, you know, capitalized on that. You know, they sold their own NFTs and shit. I thought that was pretty unique. But
how did NFTs even come about?
You know what?
Because I'm not really familiar with NFTs.
NFTs in itself is just basically online artwork that's built into the blockchain of like of cryptocurrency. Mm-hmm. So it's just basically uploading a piece of artwork that you're able to own, quote unquote, and be able to resell that as if it were like an actual art piece in real life. You know, like if you were to sell something like this, like in a gallery or something, you can auction it off and do this and that. But this is just like an online platform to basically do that at like a much larger scale.
Crazy.
But
that's unheard of.
That's the future, man.
I don't know. I think it's I personally don't like NFTs, dude. Like, I don't think I've seen one that's like, fuck, that shit's fucking cool, you know? And they're super fucking expensive, dude. Honestly, I think they're not catered towards people like that have. They're not catered towards people that. I'm trying to think like what's the right word to say.
Just like everyday people.
Like, yeah, they're not catered to everyday people. They're catered to like rich people who have more disposable income. And the thing is, I don't think I've seen an NFT that's cheaper than like $200-300. And you know, how are you gonna go out there and buy a piece of art for $200-300? How are you gonna justify that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
But I think like if you are gonna buy an NFT, I mean, like I see like people have their own reasoning behind it. Some people actually like the art. Some people want to flip it and make more money, and then some people actually utilize them, like Adidas. You know, Adidas purchased those 3 NFTs and they utilized them and did something bigger. They're gonna start creating like I don't know if it was like their own like metaverse or whatever. But yeah, I think NFTs are interesting. I can't wait till they come out with. I can't wait to see what the future holds. You know, but I think as for me, I don't know if I'll buy any. You know, maybe unless I see one that I'm like, fuck yeah, this shit's tight. You know, but I don't know if I'll dip my feet in that. But I know Bape are coming out with some. Adidas already did some, and then Nike just purchased a studio called, I forgot what they're called, but I'm guessing they're also diving into NFTs, you know. But yeah,
I mean, but at the end of the day, it's just like the way like technology and everything's going. Everybody's following the wave of this whole metaverse, so everyone's trying to hop on it and do something with it, you know. It's like FOMO,
bro.
No one wants that feeling of oh man, I should have done this, like oh man, I could have done that. And it's basically everyone hopping on at the same time. That's why it feels like it's such a big thing right now, because it's so new and innovative, and everyone's like, dude, we need to get going on this, we need to start doing that. It's the same thing with everything, like the first electric vehicles with like fucking Prius. Like Prius started the wave of like electric vehicles, and then people, like, since they were so expensive, only certain people can do them, this and that. And now like look at all the companies that have come and surpassed Prius and in the electric car game, you know, like Tesla. I forget, well, Tesla's like the most common one, but there's some Chinese company that's coming out with like affordable like electric vehicles. Ford's coming out with electric vehicles. Kia's coming out with electric vehicles. It's just like one of those things where it takes time for everyone to get into it, but it's only a matter of time, you know, until everyone hops on it, you know.
Everyone's just trying to adapt to it, for sure.
You know, Nutboy actually brought up an interesting point. Shout out King Nutboy. And
let's go, Nut.
Yeah, StockX. So for those of you that don't know, for StockX, they're the reselling site. You know, they have like sneakers. They get sent to an authentication factory. You know, this is probably a conversation for another day, but a lot of times, you know, they aren't legit and they still pass them off as legit, and then it's always kind of a bitch to get your money back. But they try to do NFTs, which was, in my opinion, dumb. Like, they try to do NFTs, like, and they're getting sued by Nike now. They try to do like chunky dunky ones and stuff like that. In my head, I'm just like, Like that was bold. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, come on, man. Yeah, just because you have all this money, you know, doesn't mean that you're gonna be getting away with someone else's creation.
Yeah, they just didn't get the rights to it. It wasn't like an official Nike collaboration with StockX. They just used the image from Nike without their permission. So that's why. Obviously, that's just gonna happen.
You're gonna get sued. You're gonna get sued.
It's obvious if you do it. Like it was just a matter of time. Nike being like, "Thank you. Let me collect my bag now."
Yep.
Yeah.
So I thought that was like mad interesting. I was like, bro, you guys are crazy. Like, I can't believe they did that, you know. And in my head, right when I saw it, I was like, dude, they're gonna get sued because Nike don't play, you know, like Nike don't play with their brand. You saw what they did.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Thiccc. My bad.
Then that's like the problem that's coming to fruition right now is that a lot of people are using copywritten images to make an NFT because anybody can upload to the blockchain on like OpenSea and anything and make something an NFT. And a lot of people are using like other people's images and making them NFTs without their permission, you know, like a lot of celebrities are having like NFTs made out of them, out of their face and shit, and they have no part in it. It's just like some guy cut their picture off like Google.
Yeah, right.
Uploaded
making money off of
them. Yeah, like this is my NFT, blah blah, like the fucking Rock, like doing like different Dwayne the Rock Johnson pictures, and it's like, that's why like it's so like kind of, it's such a like the Wild West right now when it comes to NFTs.
It's not regulated heavily.
Yeah, nothing's regulated yet, so everyone is like can do whatever the fuck they want until someone goes and sues them because there's no regulation behind it.
Yeah. One of the interest, or you're gonna say something, Tron? My bad.
Yeah, I mean, till they find some sort of loophole, like they always do.
And that I want to bring one, like I don't know what the project is called, but you know, like the biggest NFT project out there, called the Bored Ape.
Bored Ape Yacht Club.
Bored Ape Yacht Club. Bored Ape Yacht Club. So there's another NFT like project that reversed all of the Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, and they sold them like that. And I'm just like in my head like that's crazy, but I haven't kept up with it. I just seen someone I know buy one, and I was just like, that's, dude. I don't know. I just interesting to see like what the fuck is going on with all that, you know. And I was just like, holy shit, like this shit. They just
And that's the same thing I'm talking about. Like no regulation behind it. Someone can just flip the picture and it's a whole new picture, and someone can sell it and say like,
make a ton of money off of it too, right?
And that's why it's the Wild West right now. Everyone's hopping on it. Like anybody can make it. Like anybody can make an NFT, and that's the only issue right now with everybody hopping on it because it's just the whole cryptocurrency like circle trying to make a quick buck with NFTs. Not like right now that it's not regulated, but
how long do you think it'll take in order for it to start getting regulated? Because I mean, at one point people are gonna be like, "Hey, man, they've been getting away with a lot of shit. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do to regulate this?" Because
I feel like it depends on who gets scammed or who makes the money. 'Cause at the end of the day, it's not about like scamming like the regular people here and there. It's about like if some big corporation gets like scammed out of something, like I guess this Nike situation is like the biggest so far, besides the Bored Ape one. Once someone big like that gets like fucked over by it, that's when like legislation will start getting pushed for change and regulations to everything. Because I mean, right now, like no one really cares if fucking Joe Blow gets fucked over by some dude making an NFT, you know?
Yay, Joe Blow.
Yeah.
But it's up when big corporations like Nike, fucking Adidas, like Sony, all these people, once they start getting fucked over, they're like, okay, we have the money to create legislation, get something going to regulate this shit so we don't get fucked, so we don't lose money.
Yeah.
And I mean, I want to bring up a point that like Pound Teddy is talking about, you know, saying minorities.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I want to say just like minorities, but in general, like with the whole GameStop and AMC thing, when all that shit happened, it was crazy that when people were trying to trade their stocks, like I don't think it's ever happened before. They like Robinhood and I forgot which other companies, they stopped the sale of those stocks, and they were like, oh, we gotta see like what's going on with this, and that shit was just straight bullshit, you know. Like I feel like it was bullshit to like not allow people to sell their stocks just because they didn't know what the fuck was going on with something. And in my head I was just like, dude, that's crazy, you know. It just shows that like us as people, we could disrupt markets, you know. That's what happened with, that's exactly what happened, you know. They got fucking like, a lot of the richer people started losing a lot of money because I guess just normal people that don't have much experience trading, they just started making money off of it, and the big companies started losing money. And then I think once they noticed like a lot of money was being moved, they were like, oh, yo, what the fuck, like something's going on with here, something's going on here. So yeah, and like crypto's being heavily regulated right now, and I definitely think that, you know, NFTs will be pretty heavily regulated soon this year. And I think it just depends as soon as someone's getting fucked over. But I think the fact that Nike is suing StockX is already a big indicator that something big's going to be happening soon, you know.
Nike's cracking down on every little thing, man.
Apes together strong. Ugh.
I think one of the things that Nike needs to crack down on personally is the fact that StockX be selling freaking fakes, you know, and then they make it so hard for people to get their money back. I'm just like, bro, like pay up, you know, give them, like, I don't know, people, if people send out their shoes, they should get them back, or they should be getting their money back. You know, I know someone, there's like horror stories on StockX where people will be sending in shoes and then they send them a different shoe back. Like someone sent out like a freaking hella expensive Dunk, and then I think they got like a KD or something like that. I don't remember, but yeah, I was just like, dude, I'd be so fucking pissed, you know.
I'd be mad, dude.
Yeah, that's well, that's why a lot of people are making different sort of reselling sites. That's why eBay's getting into it too. Like,
yeah,
eBay has their reselling like market. Everyone right now has like their own reselling market because of the platform StockX created, and just made the blueprint basically for the resale market. Because it is basically like the stock market. You go on stock, like anybody that I know goes on StockX, they check it out. They're like, oh, I want to buy these shoes. Let me go on StockX to see how like I'm getting a good deal. Because it basically is like the stock market. And
right.
I mean,
Which I was going to ask you guys. It's come down to that point where you can go ahead and get whatever you want now by going on an app. Kind of kills the hunt that you would have to do back then, like waiting in line or having to like sign up for all these raffles at stores, or like having to like find out like, no, we don't have it here, but we have it here, and then having to like do this crazy ass mission to literally cop some shoes, like to a point where like you always remember, you know, especially in that aspect, you always remember that pair in particular. And then opposed to being like, well, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna go on my phone and then look up a shoe and see how much it is, and then I can just buy it. So my question to you guys is like, how do you guys feel knowing that everything is now based off of like resale? And I kind of have an imagination like when it changed, but when do you guys feel the market changed when it came to shoes in general?
I think StockX disrupted the market like heavily, because the thing is, you know, before StockX and Go existed, you basically had, you know, what would you call those stores? Like, I wouldn't call them like
boutique stores.
I wouldn't call not like the boutiques, but like, you know, the stores that buy out people. I don't know what you would call them, like
consignment shops.
Consignment shops. There you go. Thank you.
Consignment sheds. Yeah.
So they would set the price. You know, they would set the price, and then that's it. They would just set the price. But what StockX did is they made it so people set the price. The people that sell the shoes and list the price that they want. You know, and the thing is, I think StockX put the power in the hands of the people, but at the same time they're fucking people over, because what they do is they charge a crazy amount of fees, you know. Like this Gundam that I was gonna buy, right? It was listed for like 170, a Supreme Gundam that I really wanted. When I tried to buy it, you know how much they wanted to charge me for that shit? It was like 240, 230. So it's like $50 markup. I was like, what kind of bullshit is this? I'm not gonna buy this crap, you know? For a fucking Gundam, you know?
Yeah.
And I would say StockX, they were the disruptors of sneakers. I mean, they're like another Airbnb. They're like another Uber, Lyft. You know, those companies don't own cars. They just have the app that allows people to, you know, do things. Like Airbnb doesn't own a single home. Uber doesn't own a single car. Lyft doesn't own a car. So yeah, I think that the thing, a lot of these companies, what they're doing, what StockX is doing in Goat, they allow people to, you know, list their own price. But the thing is, it makes people list things for even higher, because the sellers get charged a lot of fees and the buyers get charged a lot of fees. So the thing is, sellers list them higher, and then obviously people can't get them. So there's people like fork out money to buy these, and that drives the price up. And it's like Tweaks, or I don't remember if you or Tweaks said it. It's like a stock market, you know. But what do you think, Tweaks? What do you think? When do you think it started? Like the whole resell.
Yeah, I feel like around that time, it was just like, I feel like within the past 5 years, it's just gotten progressively a lot worse when it comes to trying to get sneakers or anything. Like, I feel like it's been a 10-year process. Like 10 years ago, like all you need to do is just go to some store. You have to like actually look up what store is gonna have them, where they're gonna have them, what time you gotta wait, and like go into the raffle. If your name gets called, cool. If you don't, well then shit, you can't get it. But now that everything's so digital and everything is in the digital world and space, it made it accessible to a lot more people. So I feel like the saturation of the market made it harder for everybody, because now everyone has access to it. It's like, whereas 10 years ago, the shoe would only be exclusive to some stores in like Los Angeles, New York, Miami. Now it's like, oh, these shoes that are like collaborated with this store in New York, everybody can get them, but there's still only this set amount.
Right.
And that's what's driving up the price. Now that everyone has access to so much, everyone wants it, and it's just a basic supply and demand. It's like, we only have 1,000 of these shoes that we produced, and fucking 1 million people want them. That in itself, it's like drives the stock of the shoe up, and like the price automatically goes up because of the amount of people that want that shoe, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's what I feel is also just like a major factor in like the resale market now, and like how it's gonna be for the next like however long this goes. It's just supply and demand. Because if they wanted to, every company has the potential to make as many shoes as they fucking want. Like legitimately, they can end resale marketing like in a snap of a finger. But it's that notoriety and that hype that they want to only make. Oh, we're only gonna make 10,000 of these shoes. That way, like, people want our shoe, you know?
Yeah, right.
This and that. But
You know,
until the companies decide, like, you know what, like, everybody who wants a sneaker is getting a sneaker, like, it's gonna continue like that. Kind of like what Kanye did. Like, Kanye did that with Yeezy, because that's what he set out to do. When he made Yeezys, like, I want everybody that wants Yeezys that be able to get Yeezys. And now,
right.
And he's like, he saturated the market. Like, there's fucking 60, 70, 80 colors.
So many
shoes. Like,
so many. Like,
and like
they burned out the V2s.
Yeah, and but that's the thing. It's like, that was his goal in the beginning. Like, if you want them, you can get them. Like, I'm gonna release fucking thousands and thousands of pairs. If you want them, you can get them. But it's like, that's what big companies don't want to do, is make all that, because that's what keeps them like keeps the notoriety on them, like brings in the news. It's like, oh, Nike just released this, Nike just released that with this, with this guy. And it's just advertising, and like to a different point. Like, it's, if they really wanted to, they could end the resale market in tomorrow. But it's just the greed and the of like big companies and shit like that. But that's just me. I can go on a tangent all fucking night.
I think with the whole, they can make more pairs for sure, but I definitely think like it's a supply chain issue, you know, because the thing is, you know, I don't know too much about the manufacturing process for Nike or Adidas, but I bet, you know, they obviously make stuff overseas, you know, and the thing is, they can make things for cheaper. They can not cheaper. They can make things actually, cheaper, but they could also make things for they could also make more shoes. But I think also it depends on, you know, materials and stuff like that. You know, not all of that, because if you think about a company like Nike, think about how many silhouettes they're putting out at the same time. You know, they put out like a crazy amount of shoes, and the thing is, you know, the world is limited when it comes to resources. They can't put out like so many different shoes, and it's like what Thiccc is saying. You know, they do create kind of like they create a market for certain shoes. But personally, in my opinion, I think it would be, I don't care if a shoe's limited or not. I would buy it if I could, you know. I just like, it's so hard to get shoes these days. It's just like, at this point, I only get shoes that I'm going to review, because I don't really care about, like, I'm not going to freaking fork over an arm and leg for some freaking shoes, you know. It's just kind of BS at that point. It's just like, you know, we want to get the shoes to wear them, you know. We're like actually trying to rock them and do them justice, but there's people that, you know, they just buy them and resell them. I brought up that controversy with my friend Karen, where like that person that worked at Nike was her son was reselling the shoes, you know, use her resources to get all those shoes, and it's just like, look at all the shoes he got, you know. Like, at that point, it would be possible for, I think it's possible for them to release more shoes, and people lost the trust in Nike after that, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
being able to backdoor, like, and that's the thing. It's like, it's not going to the people. It's going to people within the company. Yeah, it's going within the company who have push and pull, like, and have the assets to like get them backdoored and like make instant profit off it.
Yeah,
like, and that's what I feel like a lot of people hate on, like, the company for. It's like, it's a shoe for the people, but yet give it and allow it to be spread out to a certain group of people for their profit.
Yeah.
They don't care. Like, they honestly, like, as long as they make the money on it, they don't care who gets it.
Yeah.
Like,
as long as they're making money on that shit, it doesn't matter who is going to, because they're paying for it. So
yeah. And
they're making money.
Yeah.
What do you think, Tron?
I feel like when The Last Dance came out, it kind of made the man even more crazier when it came to Jordans. Because JB was like cooking stuff up, is always cooking stuff up. But when that documentary came out, that shit made everything change as far as, like, you know, shoes that were Air Jordan 1s in some colorways that might have been bricks for a long time ended up being freaking gold mines for shoes out of nowhere, and money stocks, because like Tweaks mentioned it, because it's like stocks now. If you literally sat on something that had break before and after that, and the pandemic, and how like literally everything's just digital now, and the demand for it, I feel that it literally kind of made everybody out of nowhere want to be, you know, involved in shoes. Because a lot of people out of nowhere, they came out of nowhere and they were like, you know, we want shoes, because they're in quarantine. They were watching a documentary on a great player who we all appreciate and can say that the Air Jordan 1 has definitely put culture on the map when it comes to using it just for more than performance, like a lifestyle. Like you can rock whatever you want and make your fit look real good with basketball shoes that are intent for basketball. But we live in the day and age now where basketball shoes are fashion shoes. Look at what Virgil did. Virgil literally got that Air Jordan 1 silhouette. They gave him the 10, right? Like, hey, we're giving you our silhouettes, dude. And you can make whatever you want of it. And the fact that he came in and just spiced everything up the way that he did, and he put it in a form where like it's performance, fashion, street culture, and like urbanness in one package. And literally someone was saying because he's already passed and because they're so expensive, they're okay with it remaining that expensive because they feel like it's an art piece, like art, like a painting. Like paintings aren't cheap, they're expensive. So they feel that it translates the same way as the Off-White shoes. Like it's an art form of some sort, it's a painting. Like it's okay if it's that expensive. I mean,
it just fucked up to profit off someone's death though, huh? Like
that it is.
It's like, dude, all the resellers, like immediately after he died, shit fucking like, who knows?
Just like Kobe shoes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it just exactly like Kobe when he died.
Like when
like
he passed,
a minute,
dude. Yeah.
Like it's terrible to know that people be profiting off of someone's death for sure, especially because it has so much demand to it, and maybe everyone who's been sleeping on it for a long time, and then the person passes, and they're like, "Damn, I should have gotten it when they were this much," because now they're over the roof. Dude, the ones, the Off-White ones, they're going for like over like 3,000-4,000 right now.
Nah, I think they're like 10,000.
Really?
They're like $10,000 right now.
My boy in chat actually, Dill, he has a pair of Off-White ones, and you know what? I still want to own that shoe one day. I don't know, like if I'll ever spend. Yeah, so right now my size personally is going for 7,580. Yep. You know what's crazy? These shoes are going for, I think, more than the Dior ones. And the Dior ones are like, oh my god, people were freaking going crazy.
Yeah, the Dior ones were at one point like 12,000.
They cost around the same. They cost around the same.
Shit. And it's a $2,000 shoe retail.
Yeah.
I mean, I would still want to cop that. I would still be down for a Dior one, man.
Yeah, they look clean. You could for sure rock those with like some suits. I tried so hard to get those. They were freaking. Dude, I had like 50 people sign up to the raffles. I was like, bro, I literally had friends from all over sign up. I was like, I'll literally fly you. I'll literally fly you wherever you want, dude. I'm going to fuck. Like, oh, fucking, I want a pair bad, you know?
So you were ready to drop 2,000?
Yep. I was ready to drop 2,000, bro.
That's an investment. Even then, like once, like, and that's the thing now too with sneakers, you know, it's an investment. Like you don't care how much it is because you know it has gonna. You once you get it, you already made a profit off it.
Yeah,
like it's rare where there's a shoe and you know you're gonna lose money on it.
Yeah,
because it's like everything now has a resale value. Like because it will sell out. Anything anticipated or anything limited, it's an instant W because you know you can make money off it. Even if you don't intend on selling it, you know it's like, okay, I made some money here.
Right.
Yeah, and if you sit on it and if you ever need money, you can be like, well, I can sell it for this much then because I need money.
Yeah. Like
literally shoes are stocks, dude.
That's it.
Like
that's what I'm saying.
I know you've been saying that. Like it literally is a stock, and I'm always telling people it's like a stock, man.
It's the street. It's like the street stock market. Like shoes and anything streetwear is the street stock market. Because I mean, I've been sitting on a pair of Jordan 3s from the 2018 launch. Like I forget what. I'm going blank on the shoe.
Black cement.
Black cements. Yeah, I accidentally bought 2 pairs when they came out, and I was like, oh, I'll just keep one to wear and then one just for a
one to rock, one to stock.
Yeah, man. And then I checked StockX like a couple weeks ago, and they're like $400. I'm like, oh shit! Like, but like 2 years ago when I checked, they were basically going for like $20 over retail. So I'm like, oh, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And now they're like $200 over retail. I'm like, oh shit! I sat on them for 4 years, and now, fucking $200 profit. You know,
it's crazy.
Yeah, those things, the black cements have definitely gone up. Almost any one has definitely gone up big time.
Yeah.
Oh.
4s, I feel like 5s only like OG colors. People really don't really like whatever other color they make. But or 6s, no one really, you know, unless it's the classic. I mean, I love my Carmines. I love the infrareds.
Carmines are sick.
I love 6s, man. 6s are dope as fuck. I have the Travis Scott 6s too. I mean, the olive color. That's my favorite Travis Scott for sure.
Not to interrupt, but we're about to hit like 2 hours. How are you on time, Tron? You want to call it soon or what?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. I'm on your guys' time.
How we feeling in the chat, y'all? Do you want us to keep on going and shit? You know. I'll let you guys, because we want to ask you questions, you know. So if y'all in the chat have any questions, you know, please feel free to ask them. We definitely want to hear what y'all want to ask the homie Tron. You know, there's a lot that happened in this conversation, so you know, we want to hear your guys' questions. You know, if you guys got any.
Definitely.
Probably a bunch of people just lurking and shit. Haha. That's how it be, bro. Lurkers and twerkers.
Well, Tron, I got a question.
Hit me.
Since you like work with animals, like we've been talking about streetwear and all this. And
yeah, we didn't even bring up animals.
I'm gonna bring it to your animal side.
Bring it.
What made you get into like that field of like vet care and like taking care of animals and like wanting to do something like that?
I'd say about 10 years ago, I was working doing optician work, which is like someone who's educating people on glasses. So I would work I would work for an optometrist, and I got laid off just because like the production and like I was moved from one store because I did all right, and then I was moved to another store to produce, but you know it was really slow there, so I got cut off at one point, and I was literally unemployed for a few weeks. My brother's half sister ended up hitting him up, telling me, "Hey, do you know anyone who's interested in looking for a job at an animal hospital?" Just because like my boy's the manager there, and he's looking for somebody, you know, with no experience that can teach you everything. And I've always loved animals. And I was always like, yo, like, I wonder what it's like to work at a vet. So I literally went in on like Black Friday, dude. I went to go apply, waited the weekend. And then like that Tuesday came after Cyber Monday. I was there for like a few hours to see how I like it. And I was like, I think I definitely am super down to do this. I started as a kennel attendant, and I was taking care of the animals, feeding them, helping the technicians with like holds when it comes to like, you know, in case you want to like draw blood from a dog or a cat, or if you need to put like a bandage on, you know, you're doing like the right requirement in holding in order for you to do like whatever you need to do as far as labs or shooting x-rays, or you know, whether it's like giving injections, vaccines. So I was literally doing that for a cool minute, like a year, and then I started learning, you know, hands-on, a lot of hands-on.
Yeah.
And, you know, it got to a point where like I really enjoyed what I was doing. It was a job that it wasn't just a job, you know. It felt like I'm coming in here making a difference, you know, helping out animals, being in caring and being a nurse, you know, just like humans. But obviously they can't tell you what's happening to them, so it's more of a, you know, difficult diagnosis sometimes, but very rewarding. And you know, 10 years later, I'm working for a company called VCA, and they're pretty much a company that's in all of the U.S. and Canada. So if I ever wanted to transfer out anywhere and to still doing medicine, I'd still have a job. Yeah. Just because this company, you know, it's big. So
my dog goes to VCA.
Let's go. See? Shout out to VCA. Let's go. Yeah, that's kind of been my journey in that, and you know, I'm vet tech throughout the day, so it's a very rewarding job. I love what I do. My days go by pretty smooth. You know, it gets a little bit repetitive sometimes, but you know, where doesn't it get repetitive?
Yeah, it's a job, you know.
Yeah.
Pound Teddy is asking. He asked 2 questions. Shout out Pound Teddy.
Pound Teddy, let's go. Favorite shoe,
and if you're vegan.
I am not vegan. I used to be pescatarian for like 7 years, and then I started eating meat maybe like 2 years ago. And my favorite shoe. Damn.
That's a good
There's one. So many of them. I would say my favorite shoe, how about this? My favorite shoe in the collection right now would literally, I don't know why I'm so simple, but I love the 2021 1985 neutral gray Air Jordan 1s. High tops.
Those are sick.
Those are my favorite shoes. And I don't know, anything classic like 85 looking is as close as I'll get to an 85. So that's why I appreciate that shoe so much. And then those like Georgetown 85s that are coming out this year. Oh,
those are nice.
Damn.
You are fire.
I need those. But yeah, those are the answers to those. You respect it? Hell yeah, boy.
Yeah, so if y'all got more questions for Tron, y'all, you know, feel free to ask them. You know, we're probably going to call it.
I'm right there, too. They're chilling.
Make sure to check out the homie Tron, by the way. Ooh, shouldn't come out. Stupid chatbot, you suck. Make sure to check out Tron and his socials. He's a dope person.
Oh my god.
Here. But yeah, if you guys got more questions, feel free to ask them. You know, we're probably gonna be getting off soon. This is our these are Tron socials. You know, follow Tron on IG at JTron2x0, on Twitter JTron Will, on Twitch twitch.tv/Tron2x0 _ streams. My favorite one. Yeah, but yeah, no. Does he play 2K? Do you play 2K, bro?
I do play 2K. It's been a cool minute since I've played. The last 2K I had was 2K21. I got my overall build up to 98. I was close to 99 until my box broke. As of recently, I kind of went,
2K21 with the Kobe edition.
With the Kobe edition, let's go. Yeah, but I didn't get this year's. But I love 2K. I love sports games like FIFA. I love FIFA. I had to stop playing it because it got too addicting.
You're toxic, huh? You're a toxic freaking person.
Yeah, I get toxic too easily. I've calmed that down though. I feel like ever since I was like told like, come on man, like you need to be cool and not rage, and I'm like, I know man, I'm trying not to, I swear. But you know, I get too competitive. Finally, a guest that plays 2K, hell yeah, boy. I love my career. My career is my favorite John, man. Like literally, I love sitting in the season, playing on my career, on Hall of Fame too. I play that shit on Hall of Fame mode. I don't play that shit on normal like pro mode. Nah, I play on the highest difficulty, and that's how I be playing all the time, man.
Thiccc is toxic in every game, Pound.
Every game.
Yeah, so you guys got more questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. You guys already know Tron socials. Tron, you know,
I put in the retired. What?
I put in
for what?
Retired.
What? For what? For FIFA or for 2K? Can't say 2K. Maybe FIFA. He did piss me off one time. Like real bad. He pissed me off so bad because like, wow, he's probably laughing right now. Me saying that shit. Whatever, man.
To be toxic. If you know you're, I don't know. I like being toxic when it comes to that shit. One, because I feel like you know your own skill level, and you're like, I know I can beat you, and like, blah blah, bullshit, blah.
There was so many times I was able to beat him.
That's what I'm saying.
My shots, man,
you get bullshitted sometimes, and you get angry, and you become toxic, and it just
that's the thing. Like if you become angry and you become toxic, I feel like it's kind of like on the Anakin syndrome. I'm gonna call that shit.
Not the Anakin syndrome.
Yeah, you literally just like start raging and you start losing everything else because you're fucking raging. I hate that. Hey, I haven't been like that lately. I've been good.
The way of life sometimes.
I know.
Sometimes you can't control it. It's the beast inside that has to get released.
Like, fuck, man. And then just, it'd be like that. I try not to let it out. Yeah, then to like.
And suppress it and just be like, fuck. And then pound your desk.
Yeah.
Not the desk.
The desk has taken the beating. Not this. Well, this one, whatever. But I've beaten some desks. Terrible, isn't that? Like, oh.
I'm saying, you gotta let it out. It's okay. That's
why they have those indestructible desks now. They're like fucking $600-$700 so that they won't break.
It's therapy, bro. It's therapy. Retail therapy, kind of. You gotta buy new shit after you break it.
So buy a new fucking desk like every 3-4 months.
We're definitely gonna have to have you back, Tron. Like, you know, this conversation was dope, and we definitely got we still got a lot more to talk about. Like
P2.
By the way, right now in the comments on that YouTube video, that's the collaboration I did with Tron. You know, we reviewed the Jordan 11 Cool Grays. It's actually a pretty fucking funny video. So if you guys want to check that out, that's on YouTube. You know, we got 2 more videos coming out. Tron. So we're gonna end here, dude, because it's getting kind of late. It's 9:06. Yes, but you know, I know you stream, so you know, if you want to do us the honors and choose who to raid, you know, that's up to you, baby.
Let me see.
But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. You know, shout out to freaking Tron. You know, make sure to kick part 2 2K run with Tweaks. I don't know, maybe we could do a game day one of these days. That'd be lit.
Hell yeah, dude. I got somebody right here. I'll put it on the chat that we can. She's got 2 people right now.
But yeah, y'all, honestly, make sure to check out the homie Tron. Make sure to freaking show the homie some love. He's definitely always got the great vibes when it comes to streaming.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you know, all our episodes are gonna be on YouTube, and we're also on Spotify now. So if you guys want to check that out, we're on Spotify.
See, Pound Teddy's saying part 2, 2K runs with Tweaks. I'd be down for that. That sounds cool.
Sorry if I get toxic.
Square 2, we'll like.
Fuck no, I suck at that shit.
We'll do like a little tournament conversation. That'd be cool.
I'm making our raid message. We don't even have emotes yet, but you know, that's gonna come up soon. That's gonna come soon. But yeah, do you have anything else to say, Tron?
Thank you guys for having me on. I had a great conversation. P2 coming soon, hopefully, and thank you guys again for having me on, and appreciate everybody as well that tuned in. Everybody in the chat, love y'all. Let's go.
One more thing, actually. We like to ask our guests top 5 things. So for you, top 5 sneakers.
Top 5 sneakers would be Fire Red 5, Carmine 6, Fire Red 4, Air Jordan 1 Chicago, either black cement, white cement, Fire Red, Air Jordan 3.
Hey, there it is. Thank you, Tron. Thank you.
And 6. If you want 6, the 11. I forgot the 11. How did I forget the 11?
Not the 11.
Wait. The 11. Not the shoey.
Get out of here. Fuck the shoey. Do you have any last words, Tron, for everyone, you know?
Nah, I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in, like I said. It was really fun talking about literally anything that came into the rotation. And check out the streams. There's no set schedule, but kind of just been, doing the late ones since I work throughout the day. And stay safe out there. Be safe. Be positive. Stay positive. This world's like twisted now in days, so a lot of good energy definitely comes a long way. And we don't know what people are going through, so make sure to ask if they're good, and be there for them. And like my man Tweak said, don't bottle anything in, let it all out. We all got this together. We vibing.
Appreciate Literally. You, Tron. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by again.
Thank you guys.
We haven't made our flyer yet, but next week we're actually going to be having my friend Matt from Lavender on. It's going to be a dope one. Lavender is probably like one of my favorite brands, so I'm super excited for that one. But appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Peace.
Peace.
We didn't even talk about the Super Bowl. That's hella funny. But you know what? I didn't even watch the Super Bowl, so for me, I'm just like... Ugh.
You didn't see the Super Bowl?
I didn't care to, bro. Honestly, I'm going to keep it real. Like, I was just like, whatever. I wasn't invested in it,
So you got to place bets? I did. Shit. I lost all my money!